Hey, and welcome to the live stream.
Hi guys, another live stream with Calder and Kevin.
Yes, and this time with a much better quality than last time.
We hope.
So, surprise, surprise, had to do everything again for OBS setup. It's like every live stream have to do it all over again. This time because
Literally all over again.
yeah, I don't know what's wrong. Why every time? It's this time I just reinstalled my laptop, like total clean install. So I had to do everything all over again. But I think the quality is a lot better now. Need to make some announcements before we can get started. So I have chatbox working. I have alert boxes. Super pro at this moment. But I don't think anybody really knows we're online. Hi, Rocky. Oh, so I thought I had chat working. It looks like... there we go. So I might have some... now that I have a little bit of internet issues. But that's just... comes with the region, you know? Okay. Here comes the Discord announcement. There we go. Somebody already did the small hand, like a little emoticon on the announcement, because we have small updates. So how is the audio? I think I'm a little bit too loud maybe. And Kevin? Can you say something, Kevin?
Hey, hello.
Or are we pretty equal?
Okay, is it? You are
question for the
hearing from
chat.
the stream? Hi, Ultra Glorious.
Oh, so I had an interesting... hey, Manson. I had an interesting thing yesterday. And I feel a little bit bad that I didn't exactly... Well, okay, anyway. This is the problem with having different time zones. So yesterday there was... oh, the chat is disappearing pretty fast, or what? Anyway, so yesterday I saw this guy on Twitter called W Paracords S. He was or it's a little company. From my understanding, it's a 16-year-old kid who makes paracords for mice and also for a few like keyboards. I think it's mostly only mice actually. Now I think about it. But he has also some micro USB paracords, which is also for mice, but then for the mice that are compatible with it. Either case, he got scammed on PayPal. Apparently, so I'll also throw his Twitter here. So this guy. So apparently he got scammed through PayPal, and I think scammed in the way that he probably made a not so smart mistake, because somebody got access to his PayPal account and somehow changed his credit card information or something like that, and deposited some money or something like that. I didn't really get it how he was explaining it, but anyway, somebody got in, did some kind of add a credit card and do some kind of deposit, and then get out again. And then the person that got into his account started started a dispute with PayPal. Oh, that's maybe it. So, right, okay, I know. So, scammer goes into his PayPal account. Scammer adds his own credit card or bank account information to his PayPal account, so that money on the PayPal account can be deposited to his bank or credit card. The thing I don't understand is why he didn't just like deposit like all his shit on his own card or something like that. But apparently he did that, and then the same guy, the scammer, made a payment to his shop or to his PayPal, directly to his PayPal of like $1,400. Then scammer went into his PayPal account and deposited that $1,400 onto his credit card or bank account, whatever. Then he removed his bank account and credit card information, and he went off PayPal. Then he went into his customer account, which he did the 1,400 deposit with, and then basically said, "Hey, this PayPal account is a fraud," and he started a dispute, and he won the dispute, and he got his $1,400 back. But of course, he didn't necessarily get it back. He just got it from PayPal. Wait, I'm thinking I'm a little bit loud. So then the Paracord S guy basically now owes PayPal $1,400 because PayPal says, "Hey, man, we had to pay $1,400 to this customer. You don't have it on your PayPal account, so now pay us and give us that $1,400." And for his business, that was kind of everything. So that's what he needed to buy more materials and do more drops and sell more paracords and stuff. So yesterday I was talking with him and I was thinking, hey, maybe we can set up some kind of, we can send out a newsletter and let people from the community buy some stuff from him in advance, and then he can buy his materials and send out these orders to from people from our community. And I'm pretty sure that there's people that would buy. But apparently that's was like my last night, and then apparently throughout the day, somebody started a WeFundMe, and that's been going around, and some people's been retweeting it, and I totally missed out on it. Like I would have retweeted it, and helped out, right? But I'm not on Twitter at that moment, and they have all these other guys doing it, and I feel like, oh my god, shit. So I have this whole conversation with him yesterday about, hey, I think we can help out, get you back on your feet, and then in the end, it's just like there's like a fund me, and it works out, which is really great. So he's back on his feet again. I'm really happy. It's like a good success story. I retweeted his post just 7 hours ago about how it got all back again. Hey, Clavier. Clavier, also interesting, by the way. Also talked with him yesterday. No, this morning. I forgot. It was yesterday morning, I think. Anyway, so I just retweeted his post. So he's back on his feet again, and he's able to sell stuff again. So I'm really happy for him. But I also feel like kind of like shit, It was trying to like arrange something to help him out, and then he has something going, and in the end I'm not able to help out, even not with a retweet to get him like some donations or something like that. Anyway. Hey, Clavier. Everything is a blur? Everything is a blur? Does that mean the quality of the stream is a blur? Or everything is a blur so you don't remember shit about talking with me? I think it's the last one. Pity doesn't do USB-C. One of the port patterns he has more like, fits lekker perfect. Could have, yeah, that would have been pretty cool. I actually asked him if he could do USB-C, because then it would be better for our customers if he would have USB-C. But he wasn't able to source it. But I mean, we can source it for him, and he could probably just do it. So I don't know if we should still maybe do some kind of collaboration with him and just have some fun with cables. Yeah. Again, so and then Clavier, who is in the chat, if you let me grab his Twitter. If you don't know him yet, then you've been missing out on a lot of good mechanical keyboard stuff. There we have here. So, so I've been following Clavier for a while, and I never like this whole keyboard community and enthusiasts and how they communicate with each other, set up the drops and the group buys, and communicate with each other. Usually I'm always an outsider of this kind of stuff anyway, so I always look from the outside. I really have a really hard time to really get into it, like to become one of the. Most of the time I'm just like on the outside, but I'm always like spectating. Clavier is one of the few that I'm spectating and looking also at what he's making and try to get some inspiration also about what he makes. And the thing I really love over all this time, what I always see from him is using acrylic, and but acrylic is such a basic material, you know, and it's really hard to make a beautiful keyboard with acrylic. Most people that use acrylic just have like a box, keyboard box. Kevin knows, right? You know, Kevin.
I know. Yeah, I know.
So, but if you then look at Clavier's designs, you're like, holy crap, you know, he really uses acrylic in many innovative ways. Even though not everything is acrylic, I think, because I don't know if is the Ditto one also made with acrylic, but the concept is still the same. So regardless,
it looks like an ABS plate, or I don't know, maybe a ABS plate. But I do like the pink, the color.
Ditto is acrylic.
On the point.
Oh, so it's an opaque acrylic.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that really, you know, I find it really cool. And then there's just this thing always, right? I see them coming by on Twitter, and okay, personally, I'm not the kind of person that just throws money around and buys all kind of different thingies and medingies and gadgets and also keyboards. So basically, I have a whole bunch of keyboard crap down there in the closet here that you just can't see. But that's all. Let's say that's all because work. Meaning Wooting, and it's not like I have no love for it. I fucking love it, but I haven't paid for anything that's down there. So I don't feel the need also to buy things for myself. Oh, there's a few I bought, now that I think about it, but it's very few, very seldom. So it's like I bought a Leopold, and I bought a Vermillo. The Vermillo I threw it on the company. So research, right? No, but then with these custom keyboards, the most difficult part is always, other than the price tag that comes with it, right, and making the investment, let's say, is just that you never know when it's available. Like maybe you're a day too late or a month too late. You're like, oh crap, I didn't know this existed. That's the thing that kind of bothers me always with this. So. Did I talk with you about it yesterday? I think, right, Kevin, about the key company also being what Mashup is in the mechanical. Mashup has this like mechanical keyboard section, and Mashup is really, I guess, dropping the ball on a lot of things when it comes to the core mechanical keyboard enthusiasts. But the key company is really like the place for drops, mechanical keyboard drops. Yeah. Market prices are monkas. So does that mean like aftermarket prices for these things are just like bananas? So is that how people look at it? Is that what, like, I really want to understand the purchase decision, because personally, I can totally dig the idea of, the amount of time I spend behind the computer. It's okay. I can totally dig the idea of the amount of time I spend behind a computer and how important a keyboard is to buy a quality keyboard. I would definitely not buy like a cheap knockoff, whatever, made in China mechanical keyboard from AliExpress. And I'm saying that in a way of, you have these like a lot of copies from each other, simple AliExpress keyboards. But then to go like, I don't know, 200 plus range for a keyboard. Oh, I think I did that for my Leopold. Now I think about it. Close to. But then still, then maybe one time. But if you can resell it, do people see it as an investment? That's what I wanted to say. That was my question. Do people see it as an investment? Is it like some people see buying cars as an investment because they can sell the car for more, according to them. So is that the same way you look at the keyboards? Yeah, Cliff, I would really like to talk about the custom community. I really want to understand it better than from what I'm seeing. I really want to understand the customer and also see what is really missing inside that community. Because from what I'm seeing, availability is a big issue. But obviously, there is this magical and luxurious thing, of course, about these drops and price points. But I think you have brands that just clearly state that, hey, we are like, what's it, Nobel, Nobert, Noburn? You know, Kevin?
Yeah. What?
Like the super luxury mechanical keyboards brand called Noburn.
No Brown, or yeah, I know there's a guy
Oh,
make a CNC in America, right?
yeah, in the
New
US.
Bauer,
Bald
New
guy.
Bauer or something.
Yeah. So
No Bauer?
something no bear. Yeah, Nobel. But he's very clear about what he's doing. It's Norbauer. There is it. Yeah, Clivier says it. Norbauer. Yeah, he's very clear about what he's doing. He is definitely stating, look, I put a lot of time, attention, and focus on this one design that I'm going to sell this one time, and you're going to pay the price for it. The kind of like the Ferraris of the keyboards, let's say. So that's a very clear thing. Oh, I don't know if the delay is that long, to be honest. It's just that I didn't see. Oh, you can check it with your chat, right? Anyway, so you definitely have also some keyboard drops that I really feel they don't need to be drops. They could have just been, if it's just like available for purchase, that would be much better. Hey, Wintios. You're in a train in Switzerland? Or you just... actually, I don't know if you live in Switzerland also. I'm just kind of assuming you're Dutch. Looking at your name. 23-second latency. Oh, I have to be honest, I didn't specifically look at optimizing the latency. So I'm not sure if I'm able to do that now. I don't think I can. Because I was really concerned about the quality of the live stream compared to the last time what happened. So I have a total clean install, and from what I'm seeing here for the upload rate and my performance, it's looks all okay. You're getting 5 to 6 seconds. Okay, so it's different for everybody then. Well, we are streaming from Taiwan, so. Man, I really want to. Let's see. Watching streams on the train. Well, I guess in Holland it could work out, but as soon as you switch from, unless you're on the Wi-Fi, then yeah, you have to do 160p or something really crappy because everybody's on the train Wi-Fi. Okay, I need to make my chat a bit bigger. How can I remove this here?
We live in Taiwan. Yeah. both of us.
Better. Okay, so I had to reset my chat so I could pop it out. So I can't see what was said before. It's called. Oh, okay. I see we're already getting some questions, lekker questions, Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe let's do a proper introduction for the stream by now. So welcome to the live stream. Today it's Calder and Kevin again.
Yeah, again.
We have we both live in Taiwan. So where are you in Taiwan, Kevin?
I'm on the very south of the Taiwan. There's a little county called Pingdong, and it has a very fascinating like a beach in the very southeast of Taiwan. It's called Kenting. You can just surf in, dive in, whatever you do. Yeah, it has a huge sun. Yeah, you can just easily get suntan. Yeah, very easily, like 5 seconds.
You mean like shrimp tan?
Right. Okay. Depends your skin.
Yeah. The Taiwan sun is super dangerous in summertime. Yeah.
Yeah, in summertime.
Yeah. I'm in the northeast side in Ilan, where you also have surfing. You do have like a really good surfing spots here, which obviously I don't do.
Ilan is very famous for surfing. Yeah.
But every time I tell anybody in Taiwan that I live in Ilan, which is where the county I live in, the first thing they mention is about how clean the water is and how beautiful the women are because of the clean air and water that we have here. So it's and I honestly I don't notice it. So it's just a dreamy thought they have. So, Clavier, do you know Rama Works? You look exactly like the Rama Work guy. Really? I think it's just because of the glasses. So, no glasses, maybe it's a bit less. No, actually, now you mention it, I remember I've seen Rama once, and I was like, holy crap, he has my face features. Maybe I'm Rama in disguise, you know. I'll zip off this skin later. Yeah. So Splattergoo says his girlfriend is from a town in China that is really close to Taiwan. What is that name again? Because a lot of Taiwanese are from there, actually. You remember, Kevin?
I don't know if it's called Xiamen. Maybe it's called Xiamen. It's the closest to our land. It's called Jinmen, but it's an island. It's far from Taiwan, and it's very very close. The closest land near China. Is a land we call Jinmen, and near you can just see with your eyes the skyscraper from China, and the area is called Xiamen. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing, but familiar, looks familiar, sounds familiar. Yeah.
I thought there was also. Oh, maybe it was Xiamen. But I thought there was also.
Logically, it should be Xiamen. Yeah,
okay.
Because
okay.
I cannot think of anything.
It's something like Juyin, Jai. No, I'm not gonna look it up. Doesn't matter. If he mentions the area, maybe it's like, oh yay. Okay, so we'll get to Lekker and the PCBA stuff soon. I can tell you PCBA. I'm expecting it next Tuesday, so. That's like a quick FYI for Rocky.
Yeah, we are looking for rapid PCBA next week. Yeah.
Maybe hey Kevin, I have this new idea.
Yeah.
How about you make a really nice 3D render of a keyboard that looks like a Rama keyboard? Just make a bunch of them, okay?
Yeah.
And then we post it as a pre-order, and I make a couple pics of my face like I'm the real deal, but I'll say my Twitter account was hacked or something, my original one.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then we just say it's a Rama keyboard.
I don't really need to make it. I have it just in my file.
Oh, okay, good. Let's do it. um, so, okay, so this question in between. Oh, no, wait. To finish the introduction. So today we don't have a ton of updates. It's actually a lot of things have been going slow but steady. There's definitely some things we can share about Lekker Edition compared to 2 weeks ago. Some significant things that we have right now. But then other things are going really slow right now. Erik is, for example, moving to Sweden. He's in Sweden right now. He's going to live there for half a year. Jeroen has a day off. So I feel really relaxed this week because all I've been doing is doing customer service and working on this like spreadsheet for some financial stuff. It really, there's been no headache this whole week.
It's the normal week.
Yeah. Is this how a normal work week feels like? Is this what it feels like?
Standard working. Yeah. You can smell it. Yeah.
Okay, sorry to repeat my question, but what does the current roadmap look like? I really can't wait for a Wooting Lekker 60% version with USB-C and dice-up keycaps preferably. Oh, right. Okay, well, that's a really hitting some core points here question, because every time you see with Kevin above his head, there's like a black bar, and you see Skype there. That means that my connection is poor. And then it goes away again. You can still see the Skype thing.
Yeah, I can still see the title.
I don't know. Kevin, should we say something? Let me hide the Skype thing. There we go. Should we say something about the... So basically, Kevin is going to show you something new today. That's pretty exciting. We'll do that as a second thing. So first we're going to do Lekker stuff. The second thing is going to be...
sharing some new stuff?
Yes.
No.
It's not groundbreaking new, but it is...
Yeah. No, but it is new. Yeah. But 60%. What's your idea, Calder?
You know what? Somebody in the Discord chat not too long ago was talking about like the Osborne effect. So apparently there was this company, I don't know, 40 years back or something, called the Osborne Computers or something, and they announced one of their computers like a year early, but they got, in the end it was a year early because they got delayed with development. So they announced this like new computer which is better, but it like shipped only like a year later. But in the end they were never able to ship it because they got bankrupt. They got bankrupt before they got to that point, and the reason why is because nobody bought the current computers anymore because they're all waiting for the new one that never came out in the end. So they had people canceling orders and not placing orders anymore for their current computers, just waiting for the new one that never really came out, and they went bankrupt because of it, the Osborne effect. So obviously the Lekker edition is delayed like a year, but when it comes to like 60%, 65%, I think we have this on our roadmap. It's just that we don't talk about it because it's way too early. We have Wooting 2 Lekker edition first, then we have the black version of it.
Black version.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we can...
And then after we can talk about some real detailed...
Yes.
...on the new one.
And Kevin can have a lot of fun. Kevin is already having so much fun with it right now.
I already have a lot of fun right now, but I just cannot share. We have something in mind.
Yeah.
Needs to work to explore. Yeah.
And put this away. A bit annoying. Oh. Yeah, so I think that already kind of gave away some stuff, right? So roadmap stuff we can like more talk about over much longer periods of time is software. But you know how it goes with software. Yeah. We all know we have lots of plans. Sniper NLN is getting close, Kevin, to what's happening today.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Very
I
close.
feel we're super behind on what chat is talking about now. 110% when? Oh my god, what is that? With macro keys? I don't know if we're ever going to have like dedicated macro keys. We'll make like a dedicated macro device for you, okay? 75% is more functional, and they ain't that much larger though. So, what's your feeling about 75 versus 65%?
65?
Yeah. So 75% has like, to clarify, the F-row, right? So it's like a 65% with F-row, right?
With F-row, yeah, correct. My point, I once my first mechanical keyboard is actually a 65%, but I don't like, it's a very like a small footprint design, so everything is all in one, like in one area. I don't have a little space between the F-row and the number row, and which I type when I type or like using keyboards very often. It doesn't feel right because it's too close to the F-row, and it's very easily to just hit the F-row. Yeah, but in a very design aspect, I would say 65% definitely is a very good looking ratio. It has a more normal, I would say normal ratio, because the weight and the length is in a very nice place. Yeah.
It's interesting. I've never used a 75% day to day, so I wouldn't know. I would have thought that it was slightly, you would have slightly more utility.
Right.
But mistyping, that's interesting, because it's too close to each other, right?
Yes.
Because one thing from the 60% keywords that I've been using, and I don't think I have 65% down there. Holy crap, that's a big message on the stream like that. And it's not showing the image. Like, anyway, so right, one of the things is the escape key. So you have to choose between tilde and escape. And often enough, they don't have like a nice way to swap around, like quickly switch in between.
Yeah.
But F-row is not really necessary.
The software can do this for you. Like if you tap like a shift, if you press the shift and yeah.
Right, but I prefer, personally, I want to avoid using any kind of software that needs to modify my keyboard input. Yeah, it's annoying. Like that, it feels like another layer, more software for essentially what your keyboard should be doing. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get follow-up questions now. Apparently, 6%. I see your face. You're reading it.
So many texts.
No pressure, guys. Okay, just to be absolutely sure that you have a customer in me buying the 60% version. Only me, I'm sure. Not only me. I pre-ordered Wooting 2 Lekker Edition before and had to cancel because personal reason, because I had to decide between two keywords and I had money for one. The NIS Atom 66. I'm going to check out your keyboard. See, we're paying a lot of attention now to Best Q1. Did Best Q1 donate? Where's your $100 donation? I'm just shitting you. Let me take a look. Okay, well, that's a nice keyboard. So that is a 61% or something. Oh, Splatter Goose now following with Teacher Kevin. Oh, it's the Plum. It's a Plum keyboard. So, or is it the Plum one? Did you get the Plum one? I don't know if this is the Plum. There's different versions probably. But that's a nice layout. You made a good choice, Bescu, and now you're probably so much in love with the form factor that you can't go back to something else, right? Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. So 65% versus the 60% you have right now solves one really, really big annoyance that you're having with your keyboard right now, and that is your arrow keys. So even though you can do like dedicated arrow keys on the right side, personally, I have this problem. When I make those keys on the right side dedicated arrow keys, I need my right shift. And I need my right shift. I do use right shift. Who uses right shift? I use right shift. Do you use right shift, Kevin?
Very seldom. I use right shift to change a language. Because I type Chinese, I need to, or English. Yeah.
There we go. Right,
Wow.
but that's left shift, right?
No, it's right shift.
Okay.
Yeah. I need right shift to change to swap the different language.
All right. Oh, okay. As a Taiwanese will not very often use shift because the reason why you need shift has changed for you. Yeah. Right shift has a reason to exist. It does, man. Like, I don't know how you guys do it, but if I need to capitalize something with my left hand, I use my right hand to press right shift. More efficient, guys. Right? So my left hand is typing the button, and my right hand is pressing shift with the pinky. And then left shift is the other way around. Boop. Sometimes it's a combination, but it kind of depends how my hands are placed. But that's usually how I swap in between.
But why you are so often use the right shift?
Because when typing, it's when typing, and I need to capitalize, for example, the Q, right, or the A, S, D, R, something what I would press with my left hand. I would just have to press the right shift with my pinky, and then with my left hand pinky, I do A, Q, or one of the other buttons. So you don't have to do like a whole freaking acrobat thing. You can keep your fingers close to like the typing position. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Well, since I'm using right shift, I can like talk shit now. It's like if you're not using right shift, you're not typing properly. Lisha, I'm not sure how to pronounce it though, but this is the first time I'm trying to pronounce it. Shano. I uses it usually for typing as well. Okay, see you later, Best Q1. And no problem to answering your question. Let's see if there was a related question to this, and then we should really jump into the lekker stuff. I think I also skipped some really cool stuff that people were saying before, so I'm so sorry for that, guys. But we are going to move on. You're welcome to ask again. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, today we are all answering questions, right?
For most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Splattergoo already asked the question again. I just glanced upwards and I saw it was there. It's the same one. Yeah. Check out this keyword layout. It's 75% AJAS. Oh, yeah. I've seen the 75% AJAS before. Wait, it's AJAS, or isn't that like two different keywords? Because Drevo is not from AJAS, right? That's like something else. But I've seen AJAS 75% keyboard, and I personally I think it's a good layout, but I've never used it. And 65% would just be a bit more efficient. But if I would only have a trouble with the escape tilde, the F row is not really necessary. Okay, putting caps lock as backspace, is it really good? That is pretty good. I don't know how about other people. I quite sometimes use caps lock. I'm not sure why. Now that I think about it, but yeah, I know Calder has said something about this before. But are you guys 100% certain that magnet implants in my fingertips will not interfere with the Hall effect switch? Oh crap! Okay, it's you. Oh no! You know what just oh my god. I need to turn this off. My Mac has screen time. And it's like it defaulted on something. Oh no.
Oh, really? So you go on like blackout?
Yeah, I blacked out OBS for a moment there. Let me turn it
Oh my
off.
god. Oh my
Like,
god.
I guess I reinstalled like over the weekend. I didn't care to like, didn't bother me enough yet. Now it bothered me really bad. Okay, so Kevin, I don't know. Oh, I should not be asking you the question. Let's do a practical example, okay? And then you can try to answer the question about the magnet implants affecting the Leka keyboard. If you know, I'm not sure if you know if it does or doesn't. Okay, I have an answer for it, but I'm going to give a practical example.
Yeah. I think we practiced before. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So.
I think basically you really need to.
The real question is
how strong of your magnet is, but since you are gonna to type in on the keycaps, you are not gonna to type without the keycaps. There's a huge like distance between your the magnet inside your, I don't know, is it inside your finger? And through this distance, it blocks. The magnet field should not be transferred this step.
Yeah. I mean, I think the chat is also, like Kevin and the chat both saying the right things, which is that I think I don't know how, the question is how strong are the magnets in your fingertips?
Yeah, how strong the magnetic field is, I think, yeah.
Well, and they have to be the kind of strong where if you open a refrigerator, your fingers are sticking. Like, you know, like it's really bothersome in your daily life kind of strong, you know? Not like, oh, look, the screw, I'm trying to move it and it's like slightly moving. I'm just not touching it. Right? Nothing's going to happen. So, so the practical example here is, look, this is still the original. This is still the original Leka edition with essentially the same sensors. Did we go less sensitive or more sensitive? No, essentially the same sensors. The magnet in these switches are a little bit weaker than the Gatron magnets.
Yeah, Gatron is a little bit stronger. Yeah.
Yeah, and sensor placement on this is upwards. That's going to get a bit tricky. Let's just keep it simple. It's that the sensor is on top of the PCB, and it's trying to detect a magnet field this direction towards the switch. And it's not it's not detecting a magnet field behind the sensor. So if I grab my phone, for example, I don't have my toy magnet here, but I think a phone is all right. Okay. So first thing first is I have the touch effect on. So if I touch the switch, right, depending on how far down I press the key, it lights up. So basically, if the sensor gets activated, you'll see the switch light up, right? So with my, if I put my phone on top of it, right, it's going to be impossible. Obviously, this is going to be impossible. But you see, from this already, there's nothing activating. Okay, so and I don't know if you want to see it this way. Nothing activating. Okay, and then I can do it also on the back. My phone is here on the back, you see. Ooh. So, and do the speaker side, which with my microphone, which should be stronger. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So I can get some. I think I have stronger magnets. One floor down. Like I'd rather not grab them now because I need to kind of look for them. I kind of know where they are. And I wish that this keyboard was open, but it's screwed right now. Otherwise, I would have opened it and done the same thing in the PCB, and then you'd really see I need to put my phone like literally like on top of the sensor, and then it will start to activate. So you need to have quite some strong magnets if you want to interfere with the sensors.
Yeah. Oh, and also, Calder, since our old component is on the back side of PCBA, so it creates more distance from your finger. I mean.
Oh, right. But
so in theory,
the flip side is though I think we also, from what I remember, with Jeroen, we increased the sensitivity also a little bit to compensate for the distance. The magnet is stronger, but we also needed it was not that much stronger.
Yeah.
Let me just put the keycaps back here. Okie dokie. I think everything will be alright. Thank you very much for taking the time. No problem, man. And if it still goes wrong, you can just reach out to us and still get a return and a refund. That's not a problem, man. We'll just resell it for like $400 or something.
Aftermarket.
No, I don't think anybody would pay $400 for it. Okay, wait, did we miss something in between? Oh, so let's get into some updates, Kevin. Do you want to do some Lekker update?
Sure. What's the progress of these 2 weeks?
Let's narrow down to the 3 main things. One of them we can like totally introduce is like feet. We haven't talked about plastic feet at all. The second one, the bottom case mold stuff is pretty important, right?
Yeah.
And then the third one is the PCBA.
Top plate? PCBA.
Oh, right, top plate.
Top plate.
Whoa, this is actually a pretty interesting thing that we also... Yeah, I think we should also talk about the top plate. Wow, we have some really cool stuff to talk about, actually.
Even we don't realize we have stuff.
Yeah. Like, some of the things are just like stuff we can talk about right now, because before we thought there was not much to talk about.
Yeah.
But then apparently it's a lot more tricky than we thought. Hey, Angela Sang.
First thing I want to show, give me a second. I want to show you guys the top plate. Let's start with the top plate, okay? This, I don't know. This is the top plate, confirmed color plate of our new midnight blue. So it has 3 colors. No, it has 3 plates, which means the limit when a factory receives the top plate color. Receive the top plate color, they need to verify with these three colors. So it means up line, middle line, downlight
Can you
within the
shine
range.
do you have some kind of white light you can shine on it or something? Or
I don't.
it
Let me
looks
use
like
my
three
flash.
black plates. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if these work. Okay.
Now it's like three shiny black plates.
It will be because it's midnight blue, guys. You need to imagine it. It's not a very good example. I want to compare. This is a black remote control.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Wait, yeah. You're cropped a bit on the live stream, so you need to put like where your face is right now, in front of your face. Yeah. Yeah. Now you can kind of see that it's. Oh yeah, better. Imagine. So
Imagine,
yes.
yeah.
So now, guys, you see this, and now imagine.
Guys.
You know what? Look in front of you on the desk. Imagine there's a Wooting 2 Lekker edition. Okay, then we're done. Yeah, you can see it's. I mean, you were able to see that the blue is a very deep blue.
Yeah, it's super deep.
Yeah. Yeah. So guys, this is not black, and it's very hard to show it on pictures, on camera, because it's not like a vibrant color or something. It's not. Yeah, this is too. You would have to have light shining on it to see that difference you're trying to show now, Kevin.
It's too hard. It's too hard.
Yeah.
So this is a quite progress we have. So because this now the color is confirmed, so the top plate factory can start manufacturing this kind of the top plate, and then send to our assembly factory. Yeah.
So it's kind of like internally. So internally, we have like a list of different things pending that we need to like check off, and everything. And every time we can check it off, it feels like a super big relief. And I think top plate, right, is one of them that was like now completely check off. Right, there's like nothing left to do with it anymore.
Yeah, kind of.
So then, the other thing related to the top plate is. We don't really have an example right now, right?
No.
I'll explain this one though. I have some practical examples. Okay. Anybody really familiar with our keyboard? Familiar with this one? Okay. So this is basically the connector that's inside the keyboard. This is where you connect your. Well, this is USB-C, is it? Yeah, it's USB-C. And then you have, and this goes into the PCB. This is what where you basically connect your cable with. And this little bastard here is the grounding cable. And since the dawn of Wooting 1, this fucker has been a naughty boy. To put it slightly. So it started off with with the Wooting 1, we had this issue where some people had the right side of the LEDs like turn off randomly, and it was because this grounding cable would just slightly touch a little opening, which was directed towards the LED driver that controlled the whole right side of the keyboard's LEDs, and it would short circuit, and the LED driver would, the chip would like turn off, and you would have to reconnect the keyboard to turn it back on again. But some people did this, like they just ignored the issue and did it for like 6 months, 7 months, every day, 4 times or something, and then obviously, the component breaks, right? And then they send an email, hey, it doesn't work anymore. No, but so when that happened, that was because how the keyboard was assembled. at the factory had some issues, so they assembled this one routed around the wrong way of the screw hole. Put it very basic. Here comes Wooting 2. You remember when it reactivated Wooting 1? Right. So here comes Wooting 2. Unfortunately, not a better solution. Still the same type of solution, but we didn't have like this, you assemble it wrong, right side LED goes off kind of stuff. We thought we would never have to hear about this one anymore, up until there were some very few cases. We did have a similar issue, but it didn't happen very often, not in the same way as the Wooting 1 that did. But then something new came up. We learned that the function of this cable is total shit. And the reason why...
Yeah, mind blowing. Yeah.
You want to explain the...
No. Continue.
Oh, okay. The top plate. Okay. So first the question is like, what's the function of this little naughty boy? Well, the idea basically, it's a grounding cable, but what is it grounding? It's grounding your keyboard. Basically what it's trying to do is divert any kind of electricity, any kind of shock or static, basically, away from the PCBA. Because if the static jumps to the PCBA, so static literally meaning like you grab your cat and you're like rubbing it all over yourself, right? And then you go like touch something like metal or whatever, and then you get like a shock on your finger, that kind of static. So what can happen if you're statically loaded and you touch the keyboard, and it's able to make a connection with metal or something that conducts electricity. And don't forget, you don't literally need to touch the metal or something that conducts electricity. You just need to have like just enough distance, and it will jump the distance. Then electricity will jump, and you can short circuit stuff basically. So what this one has to do then is make it the easiest route for the static to follow. So basically, when the static electricity makes a jump from your body to the device, it will go to the easiest way it can follow. So the things that are most conductive is the things that it will follow and go into. This one should be like the decoy, capturing the static and then discharging it through the USB port. What we found out is that, this metal piece is connected to the top plate of the keyboard, so that when you touch the top plate somewhere, you would think this would be the easiest way out for static, but apparently it was not. And the reason why it was not is because the whole plate is anodized. Because of the anodization process, the aluminum, like a layer of the aluminum, oxidates and becomes non-conductive. So there's no way the electricity can be routed through the aluminum plate anymore. Mm-hmm. That also means that when you touch your keyboard, the static might jump to the PCBA, like underneath the plate, or anywhere it can just easily jump as possible. Not so good. So, and it's like a design flaw also. So we had to kind of learn this. I have one customer in Hong Kong who apparently is having this specific issue, and thankfully it's not very common, because you need to have the right conditions to have a lot of static to encounter this kind of stuff, but it can happen. Anyway, so he was displaying exactly these type of issues, and the solution for it is that we need to remove a layer of the anodization from the top plate, so the raw aluminum material is exposed and connected to this metal piece, and then there is conductivity. then that means electricity can flow from the top plate into the grounding cable. Okay, so why wasn't this caught before? And why is it caught now? Because the assembly factory we worked with before, apparently, it's not professional enough. Like, holy crap, man! They were the one, they came up with this solution for grounding the keyboard, and it's just like it doesn't work. Like it doesn't work. And the new assembly factory, they were not criticizing it, but they were like more like, well, you have to watch out because you can't like discharge static. You'll definitely have some kind of static issue. Is it called ESDM issue, EDM issue, or ESD issue? ESD, right? Electric static discharge, I think. So the new assembly factory kind of pointed it out, and we went to look for a solution. And okay, the solution is very simple, like I just explained. But yeah, that is something that we improve now with the Wooting 2 Lacquer Edition. Is there any way to DIY it? Can we fix that by ourselves? So if you already have a Wooting 1 or Wooting 2, you can. I don't have exactly like the best way to do it. I don't know the best way to do it, but a way to do it is by using some sanding paper and just like sand away
sand away the anodized layer. Yeah, as long as the contact is reveal the pure aluminum.
Yes.
It can be conducted. Yeah.
I have to double check this is not the new case. Yeah. You have to watch. You have to if you have a Wooting 2. Usually, so let's see. So usually this one, is connected here. I'm just gonna do it roughly, okay? This one goes into PCBA. This cable goes. Oh, you can't really.
You need the third thing.
Okay. Yeah, anyway, the label cable goes like behind the PCBA, above the PCBA, and it goes on top of this standoff.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's really terrible. It's like one big black hole with a piece of metal there. Okay. Oh, here we go. So see it goes on top of that standoff, and then on the Wooting 2, it's this one here. This is the area where this grounding cable needs to touch. Okay. So you just need to sand away the bottom of your top plate here around this screw hole. So then it can make contact with the grounding cable, metal piece. Hello, Ethnication. Okay. So that was top plate, right? So this is both the color things, MOQs, blah, 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 all done with the top plate, and also an improvement. What was the next one?
Feet.
You have the feet? I have.
No, I don't. I don't have the feet.
You want to?
It's the feet is a long story. It's.
Maybe
I don't even know how to start.
You do the bottom case in PCBA first, and then I'll do the long story feet.
Okay. PCBA. Let me talk about PCBA a little bit.
Show feet.
Now. Show
no,
feet,
sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, no. I think. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
We have a EVT running with the assembly factory. EVT means. Sorry. EVT means what?
Engineering
engineer
validation
validation
test.
test. Yeah, test. So confused. And so it means everything needs to be followed by the factory's procedure, even making a certain PCBA. So basically, everything needs to be follow a certain rule. So it means it will take a very long time. It's quite a long time to make the correct PCBA. You cannot make like a rapid PCBA prototype because it didn't fit the regulations or the standard procedure. So at the meantime, we found it will take us too long to have the first PCBA. So we decided to at the same time we run EVT samples, EVT PCBA sample and rapid prototype PCBA at the same time. So regarding to the timeline, the rapid prototype of PCBA will be quicker around, I would say, 1 to 2 weeks until we receive the EVT prototype. So within these 2 weeks, you will have more time to like calibrate the software or maybe, I don't know, tweaking it a little bit. So we have a timeline now with the rapid prototype. It will be shipped from China next week and shipped to Yun and shipped to Calder. And I think it will take like maybe, I don't know, 4 to 5 days. Reach to Netherlands, Taiwan. I would say only within 2 days. So I think we will have a rapid prototype next week, but I don't have a solid date yet.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm really looking forward to getting the rapid prototype.
Yes, we all did.
Yeah. The PCBA, it's pretty crazy how much longer it's taken. It's always it's always, I feel it's like always like that, but I think the result also of the PCBA, this PCBA is also really important, of course. I mean, it's not like something that
Right.
it's not like your regular keyboard also. It's not like, okay,
no.
let's just root all the things. Oh, did it connect to the MCU? Yep, okay. There's a lot that needs to be taken into account.
Mm-hmm.
And it ranges from how the LEDs are done with the LED drivers, how we read every key, how we need to control the voltage around the whole PCBA, how we need to control noise so that there's no interference in between components, even up to where, Kevin needs to take a look if shit is not like blocking the bottom case.
Right, yeah.
And Jeroen, especially Jeroen has been working on this for the most and going back and forth with the assembly factory engineer about little changes here and there, and it's like continuously little changes about how things can be done better. And there's some changes that are really, like, every change has been really for the better. And I think the beautiful thing about this also is that when we make our next keyboard layout that we talked about before, there's more, we can do a lot more copy pasting work, because you just take all the best practices of this like existing PCBA design and just put it into a different layout. You can basically copy everything. That's the thing, is that with this PCBA, the design is in the way we want it to work the same as the prototype I have there that I showed earlier. But then it is modified to work with the Gatron switches. And on top of it, it's even better than what we originally made when it comes to the durability of the PCBA, let's put it that way, making sure that every component has there's a very small chance for a component to short circuit because of an A, B, C, D reason. Yeah, and that's thanks to the new assembly factory, because of the experience they have with many different designs. Yeah. Hey, is the bottom case on its way, Kevin?
Bottom case we reopened. retooling like phase 2, and it should be on the way on the machine to test the mode right now. Yeah, I will have more information by tomorrow. So if this testing is checkouts, and they will send samples to me and also to the assembly factory. If all reviews is fine, then we can ship the mold from the mold company, not mold factory, to the assembly factory. Then we can have our bottom caps being made. Yeah, which is very good stuff.
Yeah, because then if those samples are okay, we can also kind of like, no, we cannot completely check it off, but then the mold can move to the main injection factory. There they're going to do another check, like test, and then it's ready for MP. But the really positive side of that is that everything will be now, from that point on, everything will be in-house. There's no more like depending on external factory to do something. And that's kind of the story with everything, kind of these external factories that you're kind of depending on because we're moving like existing things, including the feet. So starting off with, I have 2 different feet here. This one is the one you can find on, well, and then in the black is the one you can find on the Wooting 2 and Wooting 1. Oh crap.
What happened?
Well, I'm not sure how to stop that though. Wow, that's pretty.
Wow. Oh.
Right. So it's just like a raid of people. So I assume they just jumped to another one. It's actual people though. Can you?
Oh really?
Yeah. I think so. I don't know. I mean, there's a good chance it's bots, but I see a couple of them have Prime Gaming badge. Honestly, I have no fucking clue what that means. You know, those badges, but you know, I assume it's something they paid for. Like they're paying stuff. Basically, people have a badge. You're paying for something. So,
Right.
I assume a bot is not going to have a badge. So, 10-min follow only. Yeah, that's a good idea. We're getting popular, guys. Let's see where I can change this. Moderation. Non-mod chat delay. No. Follower only mode. No. So like follow. Oh, but that means you need to be like follow and then wait 10 minutes. Okay, then I'd rather just take the risk. I like it for new people to ask a question, not necessarily having to follow. Okay, so what's the pushback? So what about the pushback, the improvements to the current models? Will the Wooting 1, Wooting 2 also get the improvements like the grounding cable, or is it not practical because these mods will be dropped anyway? So Rocky, you're touching let's say the first part of the question is that now that we know this, basically means every top plate that we're going to purchase. So how we solved it is the top plate manufacturer lasers now around that screw area to expose the aluminum. So that means that everything we purchase from the top plate manufacturer now is also lasered at the screw area. So all new purchases will have this change. But then I also have to say, all new purchases that we make are going to be for lacquer keyboards, not for Flartech keyboards. So that means any Flartech keyboard right now is not going to enjoy the same change. Yeah. About the feet, will there be any chance the new keyboard models have flip-out feet horizontally. The lacquer, no. Like Wooting 1, Wooting 2 and lacquer, no, of course, because it's already fixed like this.
Yeah.
And the new one you're making, right, Kevin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're getting a please. Let me ask you a different question first, okay? Well, let's say the new one we're making basically does not have flip-out feet, right? At the moment, but who knows, it will change, right? We don't. Who knows, it will change, but it doesn't have it at the moment. So So you don't have to worry. But yeah, that's exactly the question.
Why is horizontal better? Yeah.
So I get why the vertical ones can be annoying. Depending on the design, it's really annoying if you push your keyboard backwards and the flip-out feet like flip inside, right? That's the annoying part, right? Let's do some practical stuff. There are people, dude, I'm telling you, I'm also one of those people that moves his keyboard a lot, like a shit ton. But no, I used to do it a shit ton, but I never used the flip-out feet. Oh, sorry. So the point that I want to make with that is, from what I know about moving keyboards a lot, is that the horizontal movements happen quite a lot. The bigger the keyboard is, the more horizontal movements there are. That's from my experience, okay? So I'm a little bit confused why, I would think with horizontal feet, it's quite horrible when you're trying to move around the keyboard. But Corsair, I think Corsair has horizontal feet, right? It's one of the most popular keyboards in the world, so and I don't see anybody complaining about that. So they're doing something right. So I'll show you something that's much more important than vertical and horizontal orientation, and that's the design of the actual feet. Okay, so so I'm showing these, like, I have these like 2 feet, right? This is what we originally had. This is what we're going to have. Let's not talk about the color now. Let's just talk about the design, okay? This is what we had. This is what we're going to have. This one doesn't look as cool as this one, I know. But actually, this one works much better than this one. Let me show you. I have to move my full Wooting sideways occasionally, but it's a very heavy keyboard. Is your full-size Wooting a very heavy keyboard? So I'm more likely to move my mouse pad. Okay. Oh. Okay. See if I can do this here. See if I can get some more lights. Light, please. All right. Now it's just focusing on my microphone. Great. Put the microphone away. Hopefully we can see this, yeah? It has now the original feet on the bottom, okay? Now watch. Okay? I was able to flip one. Okay? The one that was flipped, I'm going to exchange it for the new one because I don't have 2 of the new ones. I only have 1 of the new ones. I'm going to exchange it for the new one and see if it also flips. I'm going to do exactly the same thing, okay? Okay. So why is it not flipping? Can I flip this one now? No, it's not. It's not flipping because it can't get enough grip. Oh, dude, I have you call it bowl and cups? Really? Is that what you call it? Whoa, damn! Now I forgot the name. Whoa, crap! I'm having a. I totally forgot the name. Kendama. There we go. Bull Cup is the children's version, right? I know. I have kendamas. I have the real stuff, and I'm pretty good in it too. Oh, I'm okay. Not like YouTube videos. Okay, so why? Why? Yes. The theory right now is that it has less grip, so it doesn't get stuck. Yeah, and I don't know if that's going to change. So what we are going to change about the new one, so you can see here is a rubber pad. The new one, the rubber pad, is going to be a bit thicker, so it will have a little bit more grip. But in general, the angle of the foot and the limited space of friction prevents the foot from flipping. And also, when it gets to the point where it wants to flip, so when it gets to this like pivot point here, it's not able to get any grip. It just slides away. Well, with this one, it's entirely made of rubber. So when it gets to the pivot point here, it has a shit ton of grip and it can just flip in. So less sexy, but it works better. Right, but then there's more. Okay. Let's see. If feet flipping direction is an issue, have the feet flip towards the user so they don't fold when it's pushed away from you. Right? But then you're gonna flip your whole keyboard. Potentially. Imagine you press your F key and then you just like flip your keyboard backwards because there's nothing stopping it. You just created like a pivot point underneath your keyboard if it's flipped towards you. Right. Okay. So there's more. We thought we would be buying this one, but this one doesn't exist anymore. So we were forced to start buying this one. Okay. But then they told us we were not allowed to buy this one. They did not want to produce this one anymore. That's how I should say. They told us they don't want to produce this one anymore. Or they don't want to produce this quantity for us. So suddenly we had no more feet. So we went back to the negotiation table and we basically said, what if we buy 25,000 of these? Will you then do it? And then they said yes. But the thing is, obviously we don't want to have 25,000 of them in yellow because we also need to use it for the Wooting 2 HE. Thank you for following Chicken Power. We also need to use it for the Wooting 2 HE. So we bought 25,000 pieces in black. Now, if you're kind of getting where I'm going with this, this means that Wooting 2 Lekker Edition will have black feet. Where's that guy that last time was complaining that we had yellow feet and he really wanted to have like dark feet or something? Where are you now? Please, I want to see your happiness here. So yeah, big change on the feet. It's really crazy that this is kind of like one of those things that just happen, and it's really freaking annoying. But I'm so happy we can just kind of like now take off feet. Feet, done. Don't give me that face. Don't give me the reverse smiley face, okay? Feet, done. We're going to production. We're done with the feet. Black.
Yeah, black.
It's a quality of life change. Well, I mean, come on. The big benefits also better function, but in black. So So I think. No,
No,
don't
no.
cancel. I think this is one of my favorite kendamas. Okay, if you want to know. I haven't touched this. I haven't touched them for a while anymore. But there was a period with Eric. And also Jeroen also joined, but we were kind of like competing with each other with the kendama. We all had one, and we're all kind of like, look, I can do this trick now. Look, I can do that trick now. And we'd make videos and then share them with I would make videos with Eric at least, and we'd share it with each other. And he would make a video showing how he was able to do a certain trick. Yeah, and this is like grown-ass people starting to do it, yeah? This was still Wooting time we were doing it, so... yeah, so kendama, yeah. Yeah. Not Japanese? Oh, kendama is Japanese. Fun question, can you tell me... Oh, wait, this might... Okay, can you tell me experience with Japanese manufactured bullshitting scamming you? Okay, Chinese manufacturers
He means
bullshitting
Chinese.
and
He means
scamming.
Chinese, not Japanese.
Yeah. So Chinese manufactured bullshitting and scamming. Where to start? So I think, thankfully, we have not... Or we have unknowingly experienced. No, we have not really experienced Chinese scamming, really. Have we? Have you experienced it yet?
It depends on the definition of scamming.
Right.
It can be the scale of scamming.
Right.
From very minor to very large. It depends on how they say it, how they packaging a certain, like a story, bring it to you. Yeah.
Right.
We deal quite a lot of this. Yeah.
I think you can say that we've not been scammed to the extent that we've lost money on it. I mean, we've definitely lost money by inefficiencies, bad communication, and them not sharing something, for example. Yeah, but not like deliberately misleading us and us losing money. Yeah. So bullshit. I guess that gets closer to bullshitting. But you know what the big problem is? In general, it's just that it really depends. It really depends on which manufacturer you're talking about, because the more money you're paying for a manufacturer, generally the better quality work they're going to deliver. It's not by definition, okay? I'm just saying, is like if you go to a higher level manufacturer, they're more willing to put the efforts into it and provide a service. While the lower or cheaper manufacturers, let's say, are just finding all the different ways to bypass costs. Otherwise, it wouldn't be cheap also, right? But the way they bypass it is also by just like fucking not telling you anything about certain things. And also not telling you, like, if you're new to the process, right? They're not going to share with you what the process is or something. They're just because they're gonna skimp on the process, save costs there. And what often happens with these kind of things is, if you manufacture these kind of manufacture, buy components from them, the defect rate's a bit higher. There's more imperfections, or you find out a big issue after the fact, which all of a sudden needs to be solved, and you're still paying more money than you would have wanted to pay. But do we have experience with it? I mean, we've definitely had to experience a shit ton of bullshit. Right. Unfortunately, it's not the same as you as a customer are coming to the Wooting store and you're like, well, let me buy this product, right? it's not the same for us, you know. It's not like we go to a factory and be like, hey, let's buy this product. No. and we as Wooting, as the store, will be like, hey, you can buy this product, let me help you with this and that, right? And here we've made this easy for you, and if you have a problem, contact us and we're going to help you, right? And then we're going to the supplier and we're like, well, and what about this thing? Oh, no. Oh, that's cheap. That's too expensive. We'll be more expensive, or we'll be cheaper. Yeah, but how much cheaper? How much more expensive? Are we talking cents? Dollars?
Are
we talking hundreds? No, just more expensive. Can we do it? No. Why? Just can't do it. Can we do it? No. Why? You cannot do it. That is the type of service you get. And you just have to find out yourself why. So, okay. Over-promising, also not really. It's just really... It's just a lot to explain. A lot to explain. Yeah. There's just... Yeah. A good example of a good manufacturer we've been working with, where I do have the feeling that we are a customer, like actually have a customer feeling, right? With a lot of manufacturers, I feel like we are trying to drag the total shit out of them so they can provide us a thing that we need. But we really need to like whip, lash, and find the thing that we want to get what we want, and push and find different ways to get it, which is really weird. I don't feel like a customer, but there's two manufacturers for a project, which is the mouse mat project, right? Mouse pad and desk pad project, yeah. There's two manufacturers we're working with, where I actually feel like we are a customer. One manufacturer basically solves all the problems to have a fully packaged product, and they listen to what you need, and they've continuously just sent me samples into the direction of stuff that I like and what I want to see, up to the point that maybe they hit the right spot, let's say. They ask questions, they follow up. I feel like a customer. I've already shown them at some point that I feel like, oh, it's not going to work out maybe. They still send me samples of things that I originally asked for, of things that I was hoping to get sometime. And they still sent me samples to check out and see if this is something I was looking for. That made me feel like a customer. That made me feel like, yeah, man, give me stuff and I'll see if I can do something with it or not, right? And the other manufacturer, which is more focused on the desk pad side, very similar experience where we talk with them, where we want to go a certain direction, we're kind of challenging them with something that we want to do, looking at how they make their stuff. We're challenging to do something a bit different, and they just fucking try, and they try, and they try, and they try. They send sample, they check, they send sample, they check. It seemed to have failed, right? But they still follow up, see maybe is there something else they can do, and then still they have suddenly a new idea to try again and see if they can solve it. And that also made me feel like I'm a customer. Those are the good experiences.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have the good experience with the wrist vest also, which is maybe a bit more of a balance in between. But the good experience part is that communicates often, explains a bit more, offers good prices, and tells you when it's not possible. And why? Does he tell why? He does try to skimp on some things here and there. Yeah. So it's a mixture, but it's still not bad.
Yeah.
That's the
still
Chinese
in
one.
the range. Still in the range as a good good supplier or a right. I think in general, when you do business in Taiwan or in China, it's totally different. As a Wooting, we connect with a different factory between Taiwan and China, totally different story. Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
In that way, let's say the service experience has been much better in Taiwan than in China.
Yeah.
So before we talk about deskpad and mousepad, because we're able to talk about it a bit, because you guys know, or at least some of you know, that, or the one that gave the random question knows, because he was at the Woot Up, is that we've been for a very long time looking at how to make a good deskpad and mousepad. And
Yeah.
we've had different ideas, and it's still something in development. And well, now I'm talking about it. Crap. We're making a lot of progress, and I really hope. I'm going to get a sample today or tomorrow, Kevin, from the mousepad.
Oh. Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice.
The final sample, potentially final sample.
Potentially.
I think mousepad wise, we have not done something necessarily groundbreaking. I also have to say is that it's very, very difficult to do something groundbreaking with mousepad deskpad. We started with mousepad trying to achieve something totally different in a way, but it failed. And we might still be able to do it at a later date. But now I have something else running, which to me feels like a really great alternative. And I really hope, financially, I haven't even budgeted it yet, you know, but I really hope that we can just start making and selling them this year. So because I haven't, I kind of need to figure out how we're going to squeeze that in. But maybe we will do this in a pre-order style, but the lead time will be much shorter because it will be final product. It's a very simple product to start with. We'll have a final sample ready, and it's just about having pre-finance to manufacture it, because I have not planned to manufacture them this year. So that would be nicer. Same goes for deskpad, okay? Deskpad, same story. Did not plan to manufacture them this year anymore, but there were some developments, which now looks like, maybe we can.
maybe, yeah.
And I'd rather see these products on the market sooner than later, because they're really great type of products for us. Also, I feel excited about it, but I also feel for the company they're great products to sell because it keeps us flowing. And they're much easier to flow than keyboards. Keyboards are such a pain in the ass, but also very challenging and fun. But it's also a pain in the ass, in a good fun way. It's just that it's not good and fun if never gets to the point where you want it to go. But it's huge investment also, and anyway. So I think with deskpad, we're going to do something totally different from what you can find on the market. Yes, it's kind of the same, but it is definitely different. And it's in the way that the deskpads are we need to receive the final sample, so I can't say it's not greenlit yet, right? So it's not for sure yet.
Yeah. No.
But the function of the deskpad is going to be it's going to be very clear what the function of the deskpad is. Deskpads you have on the market right now are just all the freaking same, you know. It's this stupid rubber foam with the stitching and polyester cloth, and then you just print whatever on it, right? And then it's all about in general it's always about the print already. But then these type of deskpads, okay, let me tell you, you use those deskpads for 3 months, you're gonna get white stains of dead skin, shit from your food, fatty shit from your drink, your cups. It gets nasty. And then I tell you now, good luck cleaning those type of desk pads. Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay. So that's the direction it's going into. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Like if you're using a hard plastic pad, then yeah.
Can compare. Yeah. Can compare with the plastic one.
No. Manson said, yeah, here, Manson can confirm, and a deep scrub only goes so far. That's key. Key point there, you know, that it goes deep, you know, and even if you cannot put it in a washing machine, or you need to wash it like on cold or like 20 degrees maybe or something. Otherwise, the glue starts to melt on those kind of pads. And water gets like totally stuck in it, so you need to dry it for ages. Okay. The Tommy man, wait for our desk pad. Okay. So I'm not gonna spill the beans. Okay. I mean, I'm kind of spilling the beans the direction it's taking, but Shanao is saying also something very interesting, because if you look at our wrist rest, for example, this is the bridge, yeah. If you look at our wrist rest, kind of the same thing, right? We have fully silicone wrist rests for multiple reasons, but one of them also is shit does not get stuck in the cloth, and it's easy to clean. The true future, this computer and everything you interface with is silicone. God, you know, if we could just make more stuff with silicone, it would make me so happy. Silicone is so cool. We've had conversations, right, Kevin? What can we make with silicone? We have to think of something. Or there's a new idea. Can we make this with silicone? So silicone and wrist rests, Kevin. There's something we want to share.
Yeah. Wait, should we finish the Laker? We did finish the Laker updates, right?
Yeah, Laker update is done.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah. Laker update is done.
As the many time before we share, I don't know what time is it. The last time we sharing a new color of the silicone made by Pink. So today I'm going to show you. We not only make one color. We made. Wait a second. We made 3 colors.
Nice. Oh, there's definitely there's a delay, so I'm gonna give chat a moment to suck it all in.
Yeah. I feel the delay is quite. So your 3 new ice cube tray. Waiting here.
So, not all 3 colors are going to be produced. These are samples, and samples so that we can choose a color. So, the question to chat is also kind of, which color do you like? I already saw some people for pink and gray. Give that feedback. In the meanwhile, I can also say about that after everything sticking to the wrist rest. You should imagine this, okay? Everything that sticks to your wrist rest is everything that would have been gone. That is everything that would have gone into your cloth wrist rest forever. Okay. So every time you clean your silicone wrist rest, it's like a clean new start. With your cloth wrist rest, it's like, Jesus Christ, I'm never going to get it out. And that bacteria and all that shit that's stuck in there is just gonna haunt you forever. So the next time you look at those little dusts and stuff on your wrist rest, smile, okay? If you like, you just wipe it away and have a clean start again. It's so much better. Make a poll. Oh crap, I can make a poll, right? Yeah, I should.
Oh, and for Rocky, the marble version is kind of like stop, like pending now, because what we want cannot make it. Otherwise, we need to find that bad dragon. My personal love goes to this one. I call it concrete. It's a combination with a cool gray and a little bluish, like a very pale bluish. I find it's a very neutral color, and if you have a very not a very dark set, if you are looking for like a combination of white, this is a very good match.
The poll started, by the way. I don't know where you can find it or see it, but it's there.
Okay. I can vote too. Yeah, I'm gonna to vote.
I know which one you're going to vote.
Oh, I have very deep love in this one. So the red we called, I think I will call it lipstick red, but this is the original should be crimson red. It should be more saturated, a little bit darker, like you open a wine, but not that dark of wine. But due to the factor and compared to what you saw on the video or on the stream, is totally different. I think you see a very shining, like glowing-ish color of red, but no, it's quite calm. When you look at red, you should feel very the combination like hot, like speed. Not this one. This is more like a sexy gray, like a more mature. No, sorry, sexy red, more mature. Yeah, but still they cannot make it with the precise Pantone color I and me and Eric Wang. So this is the closest thing they can get. But still, I still love it. Let me show you something. I have a keyboard set with laser. Oh, I'm gonna to do this right now. So if you compare the laser GMK with the wrist rest images with the spacebar, it's very, very close. I would say super close.
That's pretty cool. It's the first time I see it like this now. Red is just too difficult to color match with other red components. I thought red would be pretty easy to match, right?
Yeah, me too. It depends. I think it depends on your decoration of your desk.
Well, a lot of this gaming red is pretty red.
Yeah. Still, you need to. This is not a gaming red. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the poll resulted into the winner being
gray.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
10 votes for gray, which is 59%. 4 votes for pink and 3 votes for red. So it's gray, pink, red. So I guess I could share then is that our plan is to manufacture the gray color. So it looks like we're all agreeing here.
Yeah.
I haven't placed the order yet or something, but
No.
yeah. But that's the plan. So also I have to say is that the for Wooting, the wrist vests have been going pretty well. Like the momentum of sales of the wrist vests has been continuously kept at the same or better level. So and there's like very few to no returns. So that's really good news. That means that people are really enjoying the wrist vest, and also people that don't have Wooting keyboards are buying the wrist vest and using them, which makes me very happy. Yeah, it's another way we can introduce our brand and our products to people without needing them to buy a fairly expensive keyboard. That's not gray. It's a terrible blue. Which one? Oh, and Sniper NLN, we're not going to exchange it for yellow. There's no yellow wrist vest.
Yeah, no.
Too bad, man. What I will consider, and I'll just put it here. I'll say it here, right? If you know anybody, but if there's any live streamer, influencer that wants to do collaboration, we can do a special color for that live streamer. Yeah. So if you know anybody, or you happen to bump against somebody looking for a collaboration, product collaboration, then let them know. So we're going to make the gray color. The gray color is going to replace the Midnight Blue on the store. So Midnight Blue is not producing anymore. There's only Midnight Blue left in the Netherlands. There's very few left. 10 keyless ones. Full size are still available. I think full size in the Netherlands, in Europe, is maybe gone almost, Midnight Blue. Anyway, so Midnight Blue, whatever is left, is last stock. Excluding stuff, of course, that is for Lekker Edition people. And then it's just going to, then we're going to add the gray color. And we're not planning to do any magnetic wrist vests in the future. We thought a lot about it, actually, to do magnetic wrist vests. That was the initial idea of the wrist vest, but we just totally canceled the idea because, well, many different reasons. But I think the end result now is much better because it's also something you don't necessarily need to use with a specific keyboard.
Yeah. Oh, for early question, like Rocky asked, why not make a full white silicone wrist vest? Basically, you cannot make a white silicone because it's very easily when curing the silicone in the mold, it will get a lot of imperfection inside the silicone, and because if you go white, it will have a translucent feeling. So it will very easily to spot any kind of dirt. It cannot be washed because it's inside the silicone material. Yeah. So basically, we don't do anything like a white wrist rest in a silicone material. Yeah.
Quinn says, ISO B30. We still have some backups just for you, man. So every new keyboard, you can buy a new keycap set, okay? But we're not going to make any more Belgium ISO 30 keycaps. Make the PewDiePie one and ship one to him. He'll probably show it. Hey, maybe that's an idea, Kevin. That's how we can print on the wrist vest sample that we have coming. We should just do it together with I don't want to send a Wooting 1, Wooting 2, of course. I obviously want to give him the best stuff if we're going to send a keyboard. But I think a wrist vest, that's such an easy product. And if we have like a print on there, which is so like... Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Twitch streamer who likes yellow. There's only a couple of my favorite produce split keyboards or an ergonomic design. Has Wooting ever considered such a product? From Grey Wolf. Yeah, no. So, have we considered to do split keyboard? We don't have it on the roadmap now.
No.
It is It is on my radar. I acknowledge that there is a strong and good demand for split keyboards, for keyboards of ergonomic design, which often is a split keyboard. I would, for Wooting, love to make a split keyboard, but I would only want to do that once we've surpassed some other challenges. But something that Kevin knows that you all don't know, and something that I would really love to do, is going to make it much easier to do a split keyboard. Yeah, which I think will really fit with the demand that comes with it. Okay.
It will be a very interesting experiment.
That would be a very interesting experiment, for sure. There's some challenges, like new things with PCBA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is exactly why we should be doing this, you know? And this is also, yeah. No, and then I'll throw something else on top of that, right? This is also why we need the mouse pads, the desk pad, the wrist rest, the key caps, and all these like accessory products, because then we can put more time and attention on the big ticket items, the keyboards, and we don't have to feel the pressure and the rush to poop one out. You know, we can really we will feel a bit more independent to take the time, whatever we need. Yeah. Okay. Wait, can I still order Midnight Blue for the Lekker? Yes, you can. We don't have any TKL in US anymore, all sold out, but we still have them in the Netherlands. Obviously, we want to have full size, so we have them in both US and in the Netherlands still. Full size Midnight Blue. You can still get them. Just send an email to social@wooting.io. Oh, the chairs? Oh my god, I have such a love-hate relationship with the chairs. I hate gaming chairs. You know, here, I have a really good chair. It's really shit. But I'm just too... I'm not here often enough to buy an actual chair here that's worth sitting on. I work outside most of the time. No, gaming chairs. You know, the interesting thing about gaming chairs is that we can purchase them for $50. You can sell them for $300. To give you an idea. I just despise it a little bit because of how gaming chairs have developed and how gaming companies are just jumping on
gaming
them.
chair is not a ergonomic chair. I need to be very clear. Yeah.
Then you have that, of course. That's why I like what Logitech did. They cooperated with this like
Herman Miller,
big brand, big brand ergonomic chair company, which I think is the right way to do it. Yeah, at least for them is a right way to do it. It also shows that they care. You know, they actually care about making a good chair, not like whatever manufacturer makes stupid gaming chairs to sell it with their stupid brand on it. Well, you know, Tommy man, the chair I have is close to wood. Okay, it's really pretty crap. No, we have all the wood chairs are downstairs. IKEA has good chairs for $100 ish. I mean, yeah, IKEA chairs are not too bad actually, but still, it's like a hit or miss. Some of them look ergonomic. It's totally not ergonomic. If no chance to say profitable, can you get me one of those? Wooting Mouse, when, Kevin?
Depends.
No, Wooting Mouse has to wait. We have too much challenges right in front of us. And obviously, if we're going to do a mouse, right, it's going to be silicone. Oh, no, Average Cool said it. No! Did you say it? That's silicone. Yeah, it's going to be silicone mouse. Super. Is it still light then? I don't think so. It's silicone
No, it
mouse.
was super heavy. Super
Yeah.
heavy.
It's going to stick
silicone
everywhere
mouse.
on the desk.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but if we're going to do mouse, we're going to do it really good. There's definitely some. I've been keeping track on mouse for a while, developing ideas, but it can wait. Power your way to build up ergonomic design for a perfect feel comfortable and secure. Right. Did somebody just wait? Wait, is that new? That I'm just gonna do a shout out here for Raycon wireless earbuds. Apparently, they are really awesome because you can power them way to the top and get 36 hours of battery life. Yeah, you can purchase them now. The Raycon wireless earbuds. To purchase them today. They're really comfortable. Just gonna do a shout out here because apparently it's a new thing where people make Twitch accounts with their brand name and then go to random streams and place advertisements basically in the chat. Apparently that's a thing. It's very interesting. It would not surprise me if Raycon wireless earbuds purchases their fucking earbuds from a ODM manufacturer that just off the shelf for like, I don't know, maybe like $15 or something, or even less, and sells them for like maybe 80, 100, $140, right? Yeah. That's how it usually goes with these kind of like smaller brands. Like, heck, do you think they're going to develop it themselves? No way, dude. And what are they going to provide that's going to be unique? Nothing, I can tell you that now. You're going to pay for that brand to 200, 400%. There. That's what you're going to get if you're going to advertise in the chat. Grinds my gears to see those kind of products. There we go.
Yeah, we are becoming more popular.
Yeah. Nice, eh? I can't wait for the next spam. Maybe we'll get like, instead of Trump, we'll get like, what's the other guy's name?
Biden.
Biden.
No,
Biden
Biden's
2020 all of a sudden. Yeah.
Too old. He will not watch our stream. Yeah.
Can't wait. Yeah. I feel popular, man. Non-sponsored reviewers have shown Raycon are not good. Their most expensive ones are okay. Okay, you see. I don't even know Raycon earbuds. I have no freaking clue, but I can already tell if they're placing advertisement here. And it's wireless earbuds. Like, wireless earbuds is like a big freaking flag for shit product for high price. Or very basic product for high price.
It's hard to find a decent one with the wireless pod. Yeah.
Because they're 40% marketing, 60%. No, not 60. And 40% marketing and 10% cost. That's the same for headsets, by the way. Remember that bots. Yeah, good for you. People like on Twitch channels. See how many. People should make their own Twitch channel and see how many people join their channel. Yeah, well, the more should make their own. Right now, actually, I thought I understood Grey Wolf's sentence there, but I kind of don't. If that was like for Raycon, but in general, live streaming with Twitch, you're not gonna get a lot of people. People like Raycon. Okay, it was about that one. Okay, bye bye Lolek. Thanks for joining this live stream. I think we also need to start rounding it up. Did we miss something that we want to talk about that was asked?
Same screen. No, I don't think so. I think we cover O up.
I really think next stream I'll start working on decreasing the delay. I think if I decrease the bit rate, the delay will be a lot shorter. I think it's over the top right now for what it did. Because again, look, there's a lot of talk about Raycon. But you can buy kits to make your own keyboard. Oh, whoa. I see an interesting topic, Kevin. I cannot shut this down unless I...
No. You need to close it. Stop.
Average Cool says we should not do a mouse, not just because I doubt you have the experience and knowledge truly necessary, but other small people have tried making mouse and ruined their own reputation and abandoned tech. People who get really involved in mouse development know that it's a lot more hassle than even tech creators, experts expect. The fact that no one is making their own mouse, but you can buy kits to make your own keyboard, I think is a testament to how are more economic and difficult products. Look, let's be honest, okay? The mice work is followed, okay? There is a popular design somewhere in the last 20 years, everybody fucking copies it, okay? Then there's this other popular design in the last 20 years, everybody copies that one. That's the ergonomics of a mouse. From how I'm seeing it, ergonomics of the mouse are decided by just a few factors. One is everybody copies each other, so they think that's the normal. And two is the size of your hand. And that's kind of where it ends. So you're just going to see like variations of the same shit everywhere. And everybody accepts it for what it is because they don't know any better. And that will be the most ergonomic one. But if you actually look for ergonomic mice, right, you see totally different shapes. And even then, it's still, they're all copying each other, but then with variations. But you see totally different shapes for ergonomic mice. Because if you really want an ergonomic mice, you don't buy a, Final Mouse. GMMK. Corsair, especially not Corsair Mouse. Steel Series Mouse. They're all not ergonomic mice. Yeah. So, let's say not truly ergonomic. They have ergonomics, maybe. No, you have the Logitech mouse, right, Kevin? Do you have it there right now?
I have it.
Yeah, show it. Yeah. Here's an ergonomic mouse, Average Cool.
In general, this is a very nice design. They spend a lot of time on this. The department of Logitech. I don't know where the department is in. Maybe it's in Taiwan. Maybe it's in different country. But this is only for work. I can use this building CAD like continuously because I work like that. The hand gesture should be like that. Yeah, incredibly ugly. Yeah, but ergonomics is not about beauty. When you purchase something called ergonomics, it should be very comfortable. The whole sell point is comfortable. It will never be like if something needs to be very beautiful, it will not be ergonomics. Give me 1 second.
Unfortunately. Ambidextrous mice are just cheapskates.
This is an Apple mouse I really like. Feels very nice, but it's terrible to use. Like 5 hours work building model, constantly use fingers, middle fingers. It sucks. I'll have a very huge pain on it. but design, shape-wise, form-wise, this is very beautiful. It's like a pebble.
A pebble.
So
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
pebble. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I believe that is what they have in mind.
Yeah, yeah.
So all this curve is what we call 3D curve. Is not, you cannot project it. It cannot be presented in 2D. It's always 3D. And this curve is a very hard time work to have this shape. But this is not an ergonomic mouse.
This is like the opposite.
Yeah, this is like the very opposite.
Yeah.
But with this, super ugly, super heavy, not super, but still, it's a very big volume, has a very height, because it needs to contain the whole your palm. And in design field, we call this kind of stuff, we call it universal design. Universal design only covers around, I'm not sure, 82% to maybe 89. It means within this range, it will fit. So eventually there's someone without is not in this range. You will find out this product didn't fit with your hand. It's very easy to understand. And it's very normal thing. Yeah. But when we talk about injection, when we talk about selling like industrial product, this kind of appliance, this is the topic you face every day. The project manager tossing this to the designer, and designer tossing back to like salesperson or something. This whole thing happens every day. Yeah, it just depends on how you look things. Yeah.
What do you think? Rocky asks, what do you think about the 3D connection mouse?
I just use it once. It's not very nice to use because it only use a grip. It's like a knob. You just grip with your 3 fingers and you just tilt it a little bit like a joystick, but it's not like a joystick from PS4. Oh, I have a lot of stuff on my desk.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a very nice design for the joystick. Yeah. Maybe it's designed for some software. I don't know. Maybe it can be. Yeah, but not now. Yeah. But basically, the 3D connection, not very. It looks nice. I also use a layer like a flagship of their design. It's very big, very expensive. I borrow it from a studio. Still not really easy to work. You need to have a lot of learning time, and the learning curve is huge. So I think if we want to talk about ergonomics, it needs to be fully customizable. You need to have a frame, like a structure, like a generic structure, but everything built in on these structures, all customized.
You know what that sounds like, Kevin?
I'm not going to open this. I'm not supporting you, Corey. I'm not supporting you with this. But yeah, shit. I'm just open the door. So yeah, in a design view, in a designer's view, when you are going to work a customized mouse, like ergonomics customized mouse, you cannot have off-shelf things. You need to make your own, because none of these will apply to a certain hand. Even for me, I have a very quite big hand. A Logitech, this one is quite big. It's big enough, still cannot hold with my palm, because here, this area, it lacks some support. Yeah.
Grey Wolf has an interesting solution to the problem. Maybe by creating a mouse that has some kind of molding sleeve to mold it to each person's hand. I guess it kind of goes.
The cost will be huge. Yes.
Yeah. I guess also No, never mind. No. Cost is always one of the biggest factor of why you don't see certain stuff. Not that it's not possible, it's just not affordable. So the RAT mice. Actually, the rat mice from what's the name again? Mad Cats, right? Is it still Mad Cat's still alive?
Or no, or is it another one? I don't know.
No, the Mad Cats got bought out by another company, which I forgot, but I think it's still like Mad Cat's rat mouse.
What I'm using now is a Corsair mouse. Very painful. It's not good for
Corsair
a model.
Mouse are just shitty.
Yeah. And their switches is very shitty. I need to replace all of them by myself. Like within 1 year. Yeah. But for RGB wise, they are quite good at it. I must admit.
I think Rocky hits the nail with the Mad Cat's mice. It's customizable, but in the end, it was a bad product because of the modifications you can do with it. The build quality was bad, and this, I guess, kind of comes back to the cost issue, where if you start adding these modificational elements to the mouse, the cost increases significantly. So you need to make compromises to still get it within the right price range, or you start getting like $100+ mouse. $100+ mouse. But yeah, you gotta hand it to it. Mad Cat's pretty innovative with their designs, right? Pretty sick what they've done. Yeah. Yeah, too bad it never, it's not really, too bad it doesn't really resonate with people. Yeah. Yeah, and it looks a little bit too much like a spaceship. Yeah. Average Cool, you gotta be shitting me, right? Because I remember there was also a keyboard with a built-in fan Kickstarter, which was literally like a OEM 60%, or somebody to like drill in a fan into it so that it can like blow his sweaty hands. Yeah. Okay, but hey, kudos to Sapphire Gaming Mouse then. I really don't know why you want to have a fan in the mouse though. Yeah, a keyboard fan inside the keyboard. There was a Kickstarter. I don't know what the name was. Okay, let's start rounding it up. Bad 1080. The Korean keyboard is exactly the same layout as the Wooting one. It is the Wooting one, in fact, and it is the US ANSI Wooting one. The only difference is that it has additional Korean characters printed on the keycaps other than the US language key characters. So it's a little bit hard to explain sometimes to people because there's a big disconnect between people often think what they see on the keyboard keycaps equals to what happens on the PC, which is totally wrong. Like even if you buy, let's say I live in Germany and I want a German typing keyboard, right? And I buy an Azerty ISO keyboard from France, okay? Even then, I can just type with this keyboard in German like I would type on any other German keyboard. The only problem is the keycaps have French Azerty stuff on it, so I'm totally confused about where to type. And that is because the PC OS deals with the language, not your keyboard. Okay, just to get that out of the way, but that's something that people don't really often get. So it's a very normal question to ask, what you asked, Bad. Okay. I had a lot of fun with this live stream. I felt very relaxed. Nice talking with you guys. but we have to put it to an end. The whole live stream will. Fucking pudding keycaps! Pudding! We kind of missed the train of pudding keycaps, but it would totally damage our brand because pudding keycaps. It's kind of like the gaming chairs of keycaps, you know? In a way. So thanks guys for joining the live stream. I'm sorry that there was a pretty big delay in this live stream, but I really loved the chat interaction today. And this whole live stream will be on YouTube, on our YouTube, Wooting YouTube. We'll be back on Twitch again live in 2 weeks, and I think by that time I have like a complete new Wooting 2 Lekker Edition prototype, which is kind of resembles the final. I'm not allowed to say it's the final sample because that's only after we've done final assembly. But the PCBA will be final, bottom case will be final. Yeah, I'll have the sample.
Yeah.
Maybe only the top plate is the wrong one. If that one is, no, that one is the right one, I think. So yeah, that will be pretty exciting. So looking forward to that. So in 2 weeks we have like a final prototype. It's not a prototype. It's like final engineering sample. Is that allowed? Final engineering sample.
Yeah.
Right. So looking forward to that. Maybe I can show the mouse pad and desk pad. Maybe a mouse pad. It only if it's like, wow, this is pretty good. Let's show it. Yeah, who knows? Okay, so see you in 2 weeks. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Thanks for chatting with us.
And till next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.